So first of all, a very good afternoon to our partner school, that is Hassan Kassir High School, Beirut, Lebanon. I welcome you all in this online session based on digital presentation on cybercrime. I welcome Miss Maisa. I welcome my co-host teacher, Mr. Faisal Faruqi, and I welcome all the students from GD Goenka Global School, Hisar. So today we are here to have a healthy discussion on the basis of cybercrime, right? Everybody thinks that only stealing someone's private data is a crime, but in defining terms, we can say that cybercrime refers to the use of electronic device and for stealing someone's data or try to harm someone by using a computer. Besides, it is an illegal activity that involves a series of issues ranging from theft to using your system or IP address as a tool of committing a crime. So, on the basis of these things, on these points, our students and even our partner school students are going to present some of the presentations to elaborate more about the cybercrime. So, first of all, may I request Ms. Nandini Vindal to show her presentation from GD Goenka.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Nandini. I'm from class ninth. I have present Today I am presenting my chart on cybercrime. Cybercrime is the major issue which we face in our country and other countries also. These are of more than three types, that are hacking, theft, cyber stalking, and we can face phishing itself in the cybercrime.
Is it over, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am. Only that was a start, that's why.
Okay. It's okay. You can say thank you then so that I can get an idea that yes, you have done with it. Okay, now I welcome Master Krishiv to show our presentation based on cybercrime. Krishiv?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kriship of Class 6 Ninth is here to show a presentation on topic cybercrime. Ma'am, please give me permission.
Sir, please can you give him permission?
Topic cybercrime submitted by Kriship, Class Ninth A of School GD Goenka Global School, Hisar, India. Guided by Mr. Faisal Farqi, sir. So first of all, we should know what is cybercrime. Cybercrime is a criminal activity in which computers are used to do crime. Most of the cybercrimes are carried out in order to gain personal profit. Some people also break security only to check their skills. Types of cybercrimes. There are various types of cybercrimes. Some are as follows. Data diddling refer to the process of changing the data going into or out of the computer. For example, a student breaks into his or her university grade recording system, the grades he or she earned in the last semester or class, thus raising his or her grade point average. Phreaking. This crime is committed against the telephone companies by using computers with the goal of making free distant calls, diverting calls to the numbers of the perpetrator's choice. Carding. This refers to the process of stealing credit card numbers online to be resold or used to charge merchandise against victims' account. Email spoofing. Email spoofing is the creation of email messages with a forgot sender address. The original transmission protocols used for email do not have built-in authentication methods. This deficiency allows spam and phishing emails to use spoofing in order to mislead the recipient. Hacking and cracking. Computer hacking is the practice of modifying computer hardware and software to accomplish a goal outside the creator's original purpose. People who engage in the computer hacking activities are also often called hackers. Some organizations actually employ computer hackers as a part of their technical support staff. Hackers who are out to steal personal information and change an organization's financial data, break security codes to gain unauthorized network access, or conduct other destructive activities are sometimes also known as crackers. Software cracking is considered illegal, and cracked software is often called pirated software. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Krishiv. Now we have, so I welcome Suhani now. Suhani, welcome for your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all of you. Today, I, Suhani of grade 9A, is here to present on a PPT on cybercrime.
Suhani, we would like to have your video mode on. We will love to see you.
Sure, ma'am. Can I have a minute for it?
Yeah. I request all the participants, those who are presenting something, so they should keep their video mode on for better interaction.
Ma'am, is it my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
My video?
Not exactly.
Now?
Yeah, it is. Welcome.
Okay.
You may proceed.
So, once again, good evening, all of you. Today, I, Suhani Singhal from grade 9A from GD Goenka Global School, Hassan, India, is here to present a PPT on cybercrime. I hope after seeing this PPT, you'll get to know about cybercrime. And for participating in this activity, it's all guided by Mr. Faisal Faruqi. So, if we can defeat them at sitting at home, who needs to fight with tanks and guns? Now we go with the content. In this PPT, basically, you will get to know about introduction to cybercrime, defining cybercrime, a bit of past about it, cyber threat evolution, types of cybercrime, cyber safety, last but not the least, cyber law. Introduction to cybercrime. The internet is growing in India very rapidly, even in the world. It has given rise to new opportunities in every field we can think of, be it entertainment, business, sports, or education. There's two sides to a coin. Internet also has its own disadvantages is cybercrime, illegal activity committed on the internet. Defining cybercrime. Crime committed using a computer and the internet to steal data or information is basically called a cybercrime. It's an illegal import. It's a malicious program. Even computer crime or cybercrime refers to any crime involving a computer and a network where the computer may or may not have played an instrumental part in the commission of cybercrime. Cybercrime refers more precisely to a criminal exploitation of the internet. Now we'll know about this history. It was first recorded that there is a cybercrime in 1920. The first spam email took place in 1976 when it was sent on over a parent. The first virus was installed on Apple computer in 1982 when a high school student, Rich Skrenta, developed EIK cloner. Cyber threat evolution. So So the virus was introduced in 1977. Breaking websites was used to held in 1995. Malicious code was introduced in 2000. An advancement bomb was in 2003 in between of 2004. Phishing was also introduced in between 2005 and 6. Organized crime data theft was introduced in 2007 and 8. Types of cybercrime: hacking, denial of service attack, virus dissemination, computer vandalism, cyber terrorism, software piracy, pornography, IRC crime, credit card fraud, phishing, cyber stalking, threatening, salami attack. Now we talk about what is cyber safety. How we can use, ma'am, actually someone is ma'am.
This is also called a cybercrime kind of thing. Please do not do it. We are doing a wonderful presentation. We are looking for it. And I request whosoever is doing, please stop doing this, or else like we need to kick you out from this meeting. So I request one more time, please do not do this.
Ma'am, may I continue with this marks?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So how we'll go with cyber safety? Use antivirus software, inserting firewalls. Unit, just a minute, ma'am.
I request you again, please do not trouble the students. They are losing their confidence regarding this. So whosoever is doing, I'm requesting, please.
Actually, I've got an issue, so I have to, only 5 minutes, I'll do it.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. So how we'll go with cyber safety? We can use antivirus software, insert firewalls, install unnecessary software, like we do not install unnecessary software, maintain backup, check security settings, stay anonymous, choose a genderless screen name. It's not doing like, I don't know why it's not working.
You can use your keyboard keys. Arrow one.
I'm using, ma'am, but it's not working. Okay, now it's working. Sorry. Stay anonymous, choose a genderless screen name. Never give your full name or address to anyone, because from that they can get information. Learn more about internet piracy. Knowing more about internet piracy, it will help you, like fake calls, fake messages, and fake things will, from that things you can be like helped about when you know internet piracy. Now the cyber law. It was by Mr. Pavan Dugal. It's the advocate of Supreme Court of India. Cyber law is a constantly evolving process. As the internet grows, numerous legal issues arise. These issues vary from domain names to intellectual property rights, electronic commerce, privacy, encryption to spamming, and so on. Internet in India came in 1995, and after almost 5 years, India gets ready to legislate its first cyber law, namely the Information Technology Bill 1999. They said the bill is presently pending in Parliament. So, technologies are destructive only in the hands of people who do not realize that they are the one and the same process as the universe. Just a minute. Technology is destructive only in the hands of people who do not realize that they're one and the same process as the universe. Thank you very much. From this, cyber crime is the way to jail, and cybersecurity is the way to a wave. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Suhani. Now I call Mr. Aditya Garg to present his presentation. Mr. Aditya Garg.
Good evening, everyone. Today, Aditya Gar has gotten this golden opportunity to present my presentation on cybercrime. I mean, do my presentation, Kim.
Yeah.
So, I, Aditya Garg from class 9th B of school GD Goenka Global School, Hisar, India, has gotten the golden opportunity to present with you a main topic, that is cybercrime, and it was guided to me by Mr. Faisal Faruqi, sir. Now, in this PPT, we will see about the introduction of cybercrime and the history of cybercrime and the categories, that how many categories are there of cybercrimes and what are the types of cybercrimes, phishing, cybernet, and the comparison between two countries on cybercrime, cybersecurity, cyber law of India, cyber safety, and conclusion, which we have learned from this PPT. We will see in this PPT. So first, I will tell you about the introduction of the cybercrime. So basically, cybercrime is an activity which is done using computers and internet. It is an illegal activity committed on the internet. Cybercrime is the most prevalent crime, playing a devastating role in modern India. It is used to steal data or information. There are two sides of a coin. Internet also has its own disadvantages. It's cybercrime, illegal activity committed on the internet. Now I will tell you about the history of the cybercrime. The first cybercrime record was took place in 1820 in India, Japan, and China. The era of modern computer, however, began with analytical engines of Charles Babbage. The first spam email took place in 1976 when it was sent out a plant. The first the first virus installed on Abe's computer in 1982 when a high school student in Rich second opened a cloner. Now I will tell you about the categories of cybercrime. We can categorize cybercrimes in two ways. The first one is the computer as a target, using a computer to attack other computer.
Excuse me, Aditya. Are you moving your slides? Because we cannot see slides moving. It is stuck on one only.
Ma'am, but I am moving it. How it?
Just do slideshow and then start doing it.
Wait a minute. Ma'am, now are you getting my first?
Yes, slideshow and from beginning, then you can start.
Do my now
Click
it
on
came.
slideshow.
I'm clicked also. Slideshow I have clicked, and now I have started from beginning also.
Yeah. You can move ahead.
Now does my
Yes, it is visible.
go. Should I need to start from starting?
No. From where you have left, from there only. You can go to that slide and then you can start.
Now I will tell you about the categories of cybercrime. There are two ways of cybercrime. The first one is the computer as a target. In this computer you use to attack other computer, for example, hacking, virus, DOS attack, etc. And the second is the computer as a weapon, using a computer to commit real world crime, example, cyber terrorism, credit card fraud, and pornography. Now I will tell you about the types of cybercrime. There are usually 4 or 5 types of cybercrime. The first one, which is most in cases, is cyber terrorism, and second, spoofing. Third, software piracy. Fourth, hacking. Fifth, credit or debit card fraud. Now I will tell you what is cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorism is the use of internet-based attacks in terrorist activities. These are the laws to prevent cyber crimes. The premises of cyber terrorism is that as nations and critical infrastructures becomes more, for example, hacking into computer system, websites, de-affecting, etc. Now I will tell you what is spoofing. Spoofing is the act of disusing a communication from an unknown source as being from a known trusted source. Spoofing can apply to emails, phone calls, websites, or can be technical such as computers, spoofing and IP addresses and resolution protocol or domain name. Example, the sender, ma'am, who is doing this? Uh,
I do not know who is doing actually.
Example of the sender name is Johan.Smith xyz gadget.com. Now I will tell you about software piracy. Software piracy is a term used to describe the act of illegally using, copying, or disturbing software without ownership or legal rights. And the copying that software to multiple computers or sharing it with your friends without multiple licenses is considered software piracy, which is illegal. For example, hard disk loading, counter-infringing, etc. Now I will tell you about hacking. Hacking is an attempt to exploit a computer system or private network inside a computer. Hacking refers to misuse of devices. A traditional view of hackers is a long-range program who is highly skilled in coding and modifying computer software and hardware systems. Now there are two main types of hackers. First is black white hackers, second white hat hackers, gray hat hackers, smart devices, webcams, routers, and emails. By all this, we can do hacking. Hacking can be done. Now I will tell you about credit card frauds. Credit card frauds refers to scammer using your stolen credit card for financial transaction from your account and without your knowledge. Example of credit card frauds are counterfeit and skimming frauds, cards not received frauds, lost and stole card frauds, etc. Now I will tell you about phishing. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack often used to steal user data, including login credentials and card number. It occurs when an attacker as a trusted entry debuts into opening a email, instant messages, etc. There are two types of phishing, filing, fake invoice scam, email account upgrade scam, advanced free scam, PayPal scam, Dropbox scam, etc. Now I will tell you SIPRNet. SIPRNet stands for Secret Internet Protocol Router Network. It is a system of interconnected computer network used by US Department of State and US Department of Defense to transmit classified information by packet switching over the completely secure environment. Now I will tell the comparison between two countries on cybercrime cases in year 2020. In India, in year 2020, there are more than 50,000 cybercrime cases, which is 3.7% of the world. And in Lebanon, is the in year 2020, the cases are 24,135, which is 0.7% of the world. Now I will tell the advantages of cybersecurity. The cybersecurity will defend us from critical attacks. It helps us to browse a site, website, internet security progress and incoming and outgoing data on computer. It will defend us from hacks and viruses. It should be updated on our PC. Now I will tell the cyber law of India. In India, cyber laws are considered in the year Information Technology Act 2000, which is come into the force on 17 October 2000. The main purpose of the act is provide legal recognition to IT, electronic commerce, and to facilitate filing of electronic record with the government. Now I will tell cyber law in India its importance. The cyber law is important because it touches almost all aspects of transactions and activities on and considering internet, the World Wide Web, and cyberscape Initially, it may be seen that cyber laws is very technical field and that does not have any bearing to most activities in cyberspace. But the actual truth is that nothing could be further than the truth. Wherever we realize it or not, every action and every reaction in cyberspace has some illegal and cyber legal perspectives. Now, I will tell you about cyber safety. How can we save our from cyber crime? These are some safety methods. First, use antivirus software. Second, insert firewalls. Uninstall unnecessary software. Maintain backup. Check security settings. Now I will tell you the conclusion for this PPT. What we have understood that the cybercrime is indeed getting the recognition it deserves. However, it is not going to restrict easily. It is highly likely that cybercrime and hackers will continue developing to stay ahead of law. We should have cybersecurity in our system. Thank you all for watching this PPT. I hope you all like this PPT.
Thank you, Aditya. Now I would like to call Mitanshu to show her his presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all of you. I'm Mitanshu of class 9B. I'm here to introduce the topics that is cybercrime.
Mitanshu, we would like to see you if you can switch on your video mode. Yes, it is visible, Mitanshu? Yeah, you can proceed. You need to unmute yourself, Peter.
I'm Mitanshu of class 9B. I'm here to introduce some topic that is cybercrime, guided by Mr. Faisal Faruqi. Sir, introduction. Cybercrime is a crime that involves a computer and a network. The computer may have been used in the commission of a crime, or it may be the target. Cybercrime may harm someone's security and financial health. The fraud did by manipulating computer network is an example of cybercrime where various types of cybercrime modes are hacking, denial of service attack, software piracy, phishing, spoofing. And another one is hacking. A security hacker is someone who explores methods for breaching defenses and exploiting weaknesses in a computer system or network. Hackers may be motivated by a multitude of reasons, such as profit, protest, information gathering, challenge, recreation, or evaluation of a system weaknesses, assist in formulating defenses against potential hackers. The subculture that has evolved around hackers is often referred to as computer underground. Phishing. Phishing is a type of social engineering where an attacker sends a fraudulent example, spoofed, fake, or otherwise deceptive message designed to trick a human victim into revealing sensitive information to the attacker or to deploy malicious software on the victim's infrastructure like ransomware, phishing, and often transparently mirrored the site being targeted, allowing the attacker to observe everything while being targeting. So the victim is navigated the site and transfers any additional security boundaries with the victim. As of 2020, phishing is by far the most common attack performed by the cyber criminals, with FBI's the Internet Crime Complaint Center recording over twice as many incidents of phishing than any other type of computer crime. Cybercrime against an individual person. The offenses that cause or attempt to cause harm or threat to an individual person comes in this category. These crimes can be committed in the form of email, spoofing, spoofing means hoax or misleading in it a receiver of a message is fooled into believing that the message is received by him is form a trusted
Excuse me,
source
Tanshu. I
which
guess you are facing some.
yes ma'am.
Tanshu, I guess you are facing some network issues. That's why we are not see your moving slides, and even your voice is also cracking in between. Can you do something for that, or let me ask any other child to present?
I'm trying.
I guess you can keep your video mode off so that then network will be fixed, right? So you can your voice slides are moving.
Ma'am, now I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Cybercrime against an individual person. The offenses that cause or attempt to cause harm or threats to an individual comes in this category. These crimes can be committed in the form of spoofing, email spoofing. Spoofing means hoax or misleading in it. A receiver of a message is fooled into believing that the message received by him is from a trusted source, which actually is not so. The message is bogus when a user clicks on the link that is falsely provided by the sender. The malware or virus enters into the system of the user. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a collection of technologies, processes, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. It includes the use of the following: antivirus, firewalls, encryption software, Kali Linux. Antivirus. Antivirus is a computer program that is designed to identify, prevent, and remove viruses from a computer. It performs the following tasks in a computer: scans the computer files to look for known viruses from dictionary, identifies suspicious behavior of any computer program which might indicate infection, scans incoming emails which might contain virus in the attachment. Some popular antivirus software are McAfee, AVG, Quick Heal, Microsoft Security Essentials, Semantic Norton antivirus. Kali Linux. Kali Linux, formerly known as Backtrack Linux, is an open source Debian based Linux distribution aimed at advanced penetration testing and security auditing. Kali Linux contains several hundred tools targeted towards various information security tasks such as penetration testing, security research, computer forensics, and reverse engineering. Virus. A computer virus is a program or set of programs that disrupts the normal functioning of a computer, avoid infect or destroys in data like biological permission or knowledge of the host. The full form the full form of virus is virus information resources under siege. The essential resources of a computer like memory, processing speed, data, and programs are hampered when a virus enters into the system. Types of viruses. There are different types of viruses that broadly they can classify into the following categories. Boot sector virus. This type of virus damages the boot sector of a hard disk or floppy disk, A disk or hard drive comprises smaller sections known as sectors. The first sector is called the boot sector. It holds the master boot record, which is for recording the operating system. For example, virus infects the executable files or programs such as those with extension like .com, exe, or .ovl, .drb, sys, etc. These programs get loaded in the memory during the execution. The virus becomes active in the memory by replicating itself and infecting files and other programs on the disk with the intention of causing permanent damage or making them unreadable. For example, Sunday Cascade, etc. Now, cybercrime cases in India and Nepal. India recorded 50,035 cases of cybercrime in 2020. As many as 3,906 cases of cybercrime have been 2021. Cybercrime in Lebanon and Afghanistan. In 2020, there were 463 cases of money laundering recorded in the Lebanon, source Google. Afghanistan in 2020, there were 704 cybercrime cases in Afghanistan. Cyber laws of India. Section 43 applicable to people who damage the computer systems without permission from the owner. The owner can only fully claim compensation for the entire damage in such cases. Section 66 applicable in case a person is found to dishonestly or fraudulently committing any act referred to as is in section 43. Section 66b incorporates the punishments for fraudulently receiving stolen communication devices or computers, which confirms a probable 3 years imprisonment. The term can also be topped by RS. Section 66C. This section scrutinizes the identify thefts related to imposter digital signatures, hacking, passwords, or other distinctive identification features. Section 66D. This section was inserted on demand, focusing on punishing cheaters doing impersonation using computer resources. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitanshu. Now I welcome Ms. Simran to present. Ms. Simran, can we have you here? Simran? No. I guess Mishika is ready now. Mishika, can you present?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I think there is something problem with the network. I have already started presenting. Am I visible?
No.
Ma'am, let me try again. Actually, I think there's something problem with the network.
Till then, I request Nidhi to present.
Yes, ma'am. Wait. Is my screen coming?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Today, I, Nidhi of class 9A from GD Gonka Global School, is here to show my presentation on the topic cybercrime, guided by Mr. Faisal sir. So, in this PPT, I'm going to tell about what is cybercrime, types of cybercrime, computer as a tool, and its history and rate of cybercrime in some countries, and how to fight with it. So basically, cybercrime it can be defined as a crime where a computer
is is the object of the crime or is used as a tool to commit an offense. A cyber criminal may use a device to access a user's personal information, some business information or government information, or can also disable a device. So now here are some types of cybercrime. First is identity theft. So basically this cybercrime occurs when a criminal gains some access to a user's personal information. So basically they can also open a phone, internet account from our name and our name. They can do any kind of criminal activities and claim the government benefits which are from our name. So they may do this or finding the user's password through hacking. Next is cyber talking. So
Nidhi,
this is
sorry to interrupt you in between. I guess your slides are not moving. Like we cannot see your slides moving.
but I have shared it and in my it is moving. Wait, I'll do.
You just don't do the slideshow. Let us see if you can just click on the slide, particular slide, and then show it to us.
Yes.
Still, there is only slide 1 visible.
Actually I'm not able to move it only now. I have again shared it. Wait. Now is it coming?
Yeah, is it visible? It is visible, but I think you should not do the slideshow. Just go with the slide. Just click on the second slide. Can we have second slide, please?
Okay, wait. Now you can see that.
Yeah, it is visible much better now. So that you can click on the slide by slide so that maybe due to poor networks, the slides are not moving in the slideshow.
Okay, ma'am.
So we can click like this. So if anyone one else also faces the same problem, they can also do the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have cyber talking. So basically, this kind of cyber crime involves in the online harassments where the user can is subjected to like there are large amount of messages, online messages and emails. Then we have the potentially unwanted program. That is when any cyber criminal uninstall our necessary softwares from our system, includes the search engines and the pre-downloaded apps. So last one is then we have illegal content. So basically the this cybercrime involves in criminal sharing and it's distributing inappropriate content that can be considered as highly offensive. Then we have phishing. That is this type of attack involves in hackers sending email attachments or URLs to user to gain the access to their accounts. So then we have spamming. Then next is computer as a tool. So whenever an individual is the main target of cybercrime, the computer can be considered as a tool rather than a target. So using a computer to commit real world crime, then cybercrime, terrorism, and credit card frauds, then crimes that use computer networks or device to advance other ends include fraud and identity theft. Then spams, so propagation of illegal absence of offensive content including harassments and their threats. Then we have history of cybercrime. So basically the first record of cybercrime was in 1820 and the first spam email was in 1978, and in 1982 the first virus was installed on an Apple computer. So if we talk about rate of cybercrime in some country, it is most in the United States of America, then China. If we talk about India, it is 3%. India comes on 11th position according to the countries, and it has 3% of cybercrime comparing to all the countries. Then we have category of cybercrime. So there is one of the category that is government. So this is the least common cybercrime, but it is the most serious offense, because a crime against government is also known as a cyber terrorism. So government cybercrime includes hacking government website, military website, or distributing propaganda. These criminals are usually the terrorists or enemy governments of other nations. So, last but not the least, that is how to fight with cybercrime. So, basically, if we talk about our modern age, according to technology, it's increasing. So, we have to be aware. So, first thing, we have to be aware of the browsing website. We have to inform that we never click on unfamiliar links or ads. Ensure that websites are safe before entering them. We have to keep antivirus system application or a system up to date. There should be strong passwords within plus 15 characters. So thank you everyone, hope you liked my ppt on this topic.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. Now I would like to call Mishika. Then afterwards, I will request Miss Maisa to continue. First, Mishika. Mishika, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Just a second.
Mishika, how much time you will take for that?
Ma'am, actually, I don't know what is happening. It is not being presented. I have already started my screen and it is not visible to you.
Okay, okay. Chalo, it's okay. Let us do, if you can fix it so you can present afterwards. So I may request Miss Maisa to call the names of their participants and they can present them. Now, Miss Maisa from Hassan Kassir High School.
Good afternoon, all.
Good
We are
afternoon.
going to start with Amina. Amina, can you please start your presentation?
Good evening, Miss. Yes, sure. Hello, fellow students. So today we'll be talking about cybercrimes. My name is Zahra, and I'll be doing this presentation. So first of all, cybercrimes have another name, which is computer crimes. It's basically using a computer in order to perform some type of illegal act. Some of those illegal acts can be trafficking, child pornography, committing fraud, stealing identity, and violating privacy. And as computers have become one of the most common things to use for communication and getting information, more cybercrimes have been going on in the world. Some type of cybercrime would be phishing. Phishing is basically contacting another person while pretending to be some type of well-known or famous organizations. And people use phishing in order to get sensitive information from a certain person. And most of those information can be financial information. Phishing can be performed through SMS or video. Another cybercrime would be cyber extortion. And cyber extortion is basically holding some confidential information of a certain company until you get paid from this company for the information you hold. They gain access by sending suspicious emails that contain malware malicious software that hijacks the computer. Another cybercrime would be data breach, and it can happen accidentally or intentionally. Data breach is usually due to poor technologies, and it can be due to reckless employee behavior. This can result in data breach. Often, hackers use phishing and malware to steal sensitive and confidential information. This results in data breach. Another type of cybercrime would be identity theft, and it usually happens when someone pretends to be someone else. This also happens to get financial information, usually to steal personal information like identity cards, credit cards, and in order to make a transaction. The most common type of is financial and identity theft. Some other types are medical and child and identity theft. The final cybercrime that we'll be talking about today is harassment, and this is the type of cybercrime that affects mental health. The harassment takes place in many forms. It takes in many forms such as small business harassment, and it can also hurt the targeted people. It hurts the business's reputation and often leaves a mental scar on the person being harassed. Many companies have become a target for online harassment, and harassment includes bullying, trashing, as well as stalking. Some things to combat cybercrimes can be creating a toolkit that synthesizes good international practice and collaboration in order to combat cybercrimes. Another resolution can be having an assessment tool that enables countries to assess their current capacity to combat cybercrime and identity capacity building priorities. A virtual library with material provided by project participating organizations and others. And now, United Nations, which is known to be one of the resources in order to combat political and other issues, the United Nations is a huge asset in our world right now, and it has taken some action towards cybercrime. The United Nations works on strengthening international cooperation and dialogue between governments. The United Nations and other international as well region organizations like Interpol, which is a committee in the UN, and many other partners, including businesses and civil society, with the stake of stopping cybercrime. The UN has established a General Assembly resolution to discuss the most pressing challenges of cybercrime. The UN Committee UNODC is working in over 50 countries to provide training to strengthen investigation skills towards cybercrimes. And this will be the presentation for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, please.
Thank you. Noor, can you please start with the presentation of your team?
Is it shown?
May I request you to turn on a video mode? We would like to see you also.
Should I start?
Yes, please. May I request you to turn on a video mode? We would like to see you as well. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I can't really open camera right now.
Okay, fine. No issues. You can start.
Thank you. Cyber crimes. What are the top 5 cyber crimes? We have phishing, cyber extortion, data breach, identity theft, and cyber harassment. To begin with, we have phishing.
Phishing is a cybercrime in which targets are contacted by email, telephone, or text message by someone posing as a legitimate institution to lure individuals into providing sensitive data such as personally identifiable information, banking and credit card details and passwords. The information is then used to access important accounts and can result in identity theft and financial loss. In a phishing email, cyber criminals will typically ask for your date of birth, social security numbers, phone number, credit card details, home address, and password information. How to avoid phishing attacks? First, you have to protect your computer by using security software. Protect your mobile phone by setting software to update automatically. These updates could give you critical protection against security threats, and protect your account by using multi-factor authentication, and protect your data by backing it up. I will let my friend Leah continue to read the PowerPoint.
Cyber extortion. Cyber extortion is a crime where someone holds your data hostage till your company pays the ransom. Cyber criminals gain access to your computers and steal confidential data. They often gain this access by sending suspicious emails containing malware that hijacks your computer, that hacks your computer. Okay, business can take the following steps to help protect against cyber extortion. Know your data. A company cannot fully know how much is at risk until they understand the nature and the amount of data they have. Create file backups. Do background checks and employees. Background checking employees can help identify whether they have a criminal past. Ensure systems have appropriate firewall and antivirus technology.
Data breach. A data breach is an incident where information is stolen or taken from a system without the knowledge of authorization of the system's owner. The effects brought on by data breach can come in the form of damage to the target company's reputation due to a perceived betrayal of trust. Victims and their customers may also suffer financial losses. Tools to combat data breach. Controlling access to data sensibly by taking reasonable steps to keep it secure. Require secure password authentication can help ensure that only authorized individuals can access the data. Develop a cyber breach response plan.
Identity theft.
Identity theft happens when a person pretends to be someone else to commit fraud. Cyber criminals steal your personal information like identity cards, credit cards. To make transactions, the most common type of identity theft is financial identity theft. There are also other types like medical identity theft, child identity theft, and more. How to prevent identity theft? Freeze your credit. Review your credit card and bank statement regularly. Create different passwords for your accounts. Review credit reports annually. And install antivirus softwares. Cyber harassment. Harassment takes on many forms for small business. For instance, in April 2021, singer Demi Lovato came under fire for harassing a local frozen yogurt shop on Instagram. She accused them of triggering her eating disorder by placing the sugary yogurt options before the vegan ones. Be it because of her employees, customers, or outside criminals, many companies have become targets of online harassment. Harassment includes bullying and stalking, etc.
Measures to
Measures
take
to take.
in order to prevent cyber harassment. Make a copy of the message, photo, or video. File a report with your local police department. If necessary, file a complaint with the Internet Crime Complaint Center. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Fatima, can you please go?
Yes, sure. I don't know why the camera isn't opening. So is it okay if I continue without the video?
Yes, please. Just share your screen.
Yes. Hello everyone, I'm Fatima Talib from Hassan Kassir High School. New technologies create new criminal opportunities, but few new types of criminal. Just 1 second. Okay. New technologies create new criminal opportunities, but few new types of crime. What distinguishes cybercrime from traditional criminal activity? Obviously, one difference is the use of the digital computer, but technology alone is insufficient for any distinction that might exist between different realms of criminal activity. Criminals do not might exist. Sorry. Criminals do not need a computer to commit fraud, traffic in child pornography, and intellectual property, steal an identity, or violate someone's privacy. All those activities exist before the cyber prefix become ubiquitous. Cybercrime, especially involving the internet, represents an extension of existing criminal behavior alongside some novel illegal activities. Some types of cybercrimes. Hacking is a systematic process used to identify vulnerabilities in a system and access nearly all the administrative controls in the system. This can lead to a hacker getting control of how the system functions, what information is encrypted, and even the outputs of a specific process. Spamming. While spamming is not considered a criminal act in many jurisdiction, it can be disconforming for the recipient. If you are using a compromised corporate email ID, your inbox may get flooded with unsolicited messages that divert you from having a productive day and consume your firm's resources. Phishing scam. Generally, when people are asked the top 5 cybercrimes, their list invariably includes phishing scam. Most of us have experienced the scam once or twice, even if we have not fallen victim to it. With this method of attacking enterprises and individuals, the attacker tries to masquerade as a known enterprise or an authoritative body. This is done to extract critical information like credit and card details, online banking passwords, identity proofs, and other sensitive documents. Malware. Almost everyone is familiar with malware. After the infamous WannaCry ransomware attack on networks across the globe, in the simplest terms, malware equal malicious plus software. Software. A malware is a software created with the intent of causing damage or gain illegal access to computer network. Malware includes everything from viruses and worms to spyware and Trojan horses. Virus attack. Virus attack are probably one of the most familiar types of cybercrimes. Viruses
Okay,
are
sorry for
nothing.
the interruption, Fatima. I would like to ask the one who is writing on the screen to stop doing that, please. Fatima, please stop sharing and share again so we can get rid of all of those.
Okay.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Viruses are nothing but computer programs that can disrupt the computer system and the files in it either by modifying them or deleting them altogether. Viruses have a tendency to spread to other computers connected to the networks associated with the infected system. Okay. India saw a significant jump in cybercrimes reported in 2020 from the previous year. That year, over 50,000 cybercrimes incidents were registered. Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh accounted for the highest share during the measured time period. The northern state of Uttar Pradesh had the highest number of cybercrime compared to the rest of the country, with over 6,000 cases registered with the authorities in 2018 alone. And yes, that state, Karnataka, followed suit that year. A majority of these cases were registered under the IT Act with the motive to defraud or sexually exploit victims. It was estimated that in 2017, consumers in India collectively lost over 18 billion US dollars due to cybercrimes. However, these were estimates based only on reported numbers. In a country like India, it is highly likely that the actual figures could be underreported due to a lack of cybercrime awareness or the mechanisms to classify them. Recent government initiatives such as dedicated online portal to report cybercrimes could very well be the main factor behind a sudden spike in online crimes from 2017 onwards. This is a bar that shows the number of cybercrimes reported across India from 2012 to 2020. Tools and laws to combat cybercrimes, application identification with advanced deep packet inspections. Agency must know the applications that reside on their networks. They commonly are used to penetrate and execute advanced targeted attacks. Cyber professionals must classify and identify these apps and extract detailed attributes to assist in clear discovery, giving IT departments comprehensive information about applications and associated hosts, users, and artifacts in the event of an investigation. Machine learning and anomaly detection, a learning engine tool that automatically establishes a normal baseline of activity can help eliminate the positives. Statistical models can identify and report abnormal activity. These capabilities reduce the human effort required to identify malicious activity by using captured packet and metadata. Machine learning can be applied on the network to detect object DNA to identify and block malicious files or scripts. Threat intelligence. Security professionals need automatic real-time notification of targeted events. Observables of suspicious, malicious, or prohibited behavior can be created by observing packet and network behaviors. This tool notifies analysts of suspicious activities and violations while automating common tasks such as checking for traffic against a list of known bad websites, receiving notification of unknown application on the network, or sending an alert about the presence of encrypted traffic on a non-standard ports. Real-time file brokering to sandbox technologies. Agency need a tool that can extract files in real time to determine whether it's good, bad, or unknown. If unknown, the tool can deliver it for sandbox detonation and dynamic analysis against an operating environment. The tool can be delivered only unknown URLs and files for further analysis, optimizing malware inspection and analyzing and eliminating false positives. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Fatima. Layla, are you ready?
Yes, but I can't open my camera. I'll be sharing it from my mobile.
Okay. Fatima, can you please stop sharing?
Yes. It's not working. I can't stop sharing.
Now the next participant can start. I guess it is stop sharing now.
Okay, Layla.
Yes, just a minute. Teacher, I don't know why it's not working.
Okay, I'm gonna share your presentation for you.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Layla. I'm a grade 11 student at Hassan Kassir High School. I have the honor to introduce you my PowerPoint about cyber crimes. First, before I start, cyber crimes are illegal activities carried by means of computers and the internet. So what are the types of cyber crimes and how can we combat it? First, the first type of cyber crimes is website spoofing. The word spoof means to hoax, trick, or deceive. Website spoofing is when a website is designed to look like a real one and deceive you into believing it is a legitimate site. This is done to gain your confidence, get access to your systems, and steal data, steal money, or spread malware. Website spoofing works by replicating a legitimate website with a big company style branding, user interface, and even domain name in an attempt to trick users into entering their usernames and passwords. This is how the bad guys capture your data or drop malware into your computers. Spoofed websites are generally used to conjunction with an email that links to the illegitimate website. Website spoofing resulted in $1.3 billion in losses last year, according to the 2019 Sales Access Management Index. Solution to avoid website spoofing: the easiest thing you can do is to ignore and delete anything you're not anticipating. Legitimate companies will have multiple will have multiple ways to contact you in the event they need to reach you. Save time and frustration by applying common sense logic and evaluating the agency of the message. Also, there is some yes, also pick up the phone or go directly to the trusted domain to inquire. Okay, phishing scams. The majority of successful cyber attacks, 91% according to a study by begin when curiosity, fear, or sense of agency entices someone to enter personal data or click on a link. Phishing emails mimic messages from someone you know or a business that you trust. They are designed to trick people into giving up personal information or clicking on a malicious link that downloads malware. Thousands of phishing attacks are launched every day. So what can we do to avoid phishing? First, stop trusting your emails. They are not always what they seem. Security awareness and phishing training can empower your team to defend against phishing attacks by showing the telltale signs and teaching them how to recognize targeted phishing campaigns and the malicious link, and encouraging them to stay away from links and attachments and go directly to websites by trying the real URL into their browser. We have the third type, which is identity theft. Identity theft occurs when someone uses another person's personal identity information, like their name, identifying number, or credit card number without their permission to commit fraud or other crimes. Identity theft deliberately uses someone else's identity and as a method to gain financial advantages or obtain credit and other benefits, and perhaps to cause other persons disadvantages or loss. The person whose identity has been stolen may suffer adverse consequences, especially if they are falsely held responsible for the predator's actions. Solutions to avoid identity theft: freeze your credit. When you freeze your credit file, no one can look at or request your credit report. Therefore, no one, including you, can open an account, apply for a loan, or get a new credit card while your credit is frozen. Install virus software. Antivirus software can prevent hackers from accessing information on your computer and mobile devices. Also, you can report identity theft to the FTC, which will help prove to business that someone stole your identity. You also have the right to place a 1 or 7 year fraud alert on your credit report. Request the fraudulent information as removed from your report, and stop debt collections from contacting you. Some real-life examples. For example, 50 million credit cards data stolen from Home Depot system in 2014. Also, in 2014, retailer Home Depot system was breached, exposing data from over 50 million credit cards. The thieves used a vendor's username and password to get into the company's computer network, then installed malware on its point-of-sale system, which meant that consumers sweeping their credit cards were literally handing out their data to the criminals. Another type of computer crimes is a computer virus. A computer virus is a type of a computer program that, when exhausted, replicates itself by modifying other computer programs and inserting its own code. If this replication succeeds, the affected areas are then said to be infected with a computer virus. A metaphor derived from biological viruses. It leads to a damage which is due to causing system failure, corrupting data, wasting computer resources, increasing maintenance costs, or stealing personal information. Solutions to avoid computer virus. First, to use strong passwords. The most commonly used passwords in the cyber world are also the worst. As of 2018, the top three passwords in use were 123456 password and 12345678 and people wonder why we have security breaches everywhere. Keep your data safe by creating unique complex passwords. The best password include a mixed numbers, letters and symbols and are at least 8 characters long. Second, use a firewall. Using antivirus program doesn't automatically mean you have a firewall. Macs and PCs both come with a pre-installed firewall software. Make sure it's enabled to provide an extra layer of protection from viruses and malware. 3. Install a pop-up blocker. Many attacks happen through browsers as you're going about your daily online routine. Hackers can gain access to your computer from one innocent click on the wrong ad or link. An ad or pop-up blocker is essential for protecting your computer's data. It will prevent any unwanted pages from opening automatically. 4. Know the signs of infected of infection. Despite your best efforts, computer viruses can still happen. Do you know how to identify a virus on your computer? Here are a few things to watch for. Repeated error messages, unexpected shutdown computers suddenly, slows down, takes too long to shut down or restart, new toolbars you didn't install changes to your home page rapidly, draining battery. Any of these signs could mean your computer is infected. If you see more than one of these signs, you almost surely have a virus. Cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorism is a major burning issue in the domestic as well as global concern. The common form of these terrorist attacks on the internet is by distributed denial of service attacks, hate websites, and hate emails, attacks on sensitive computers, networks, etc. Cyber terrorism activities endanger the sovereignty and integrity of the nation. Solutions to avoid cyber terrorism. First, to use full service internet security suite. For instance, Norton Security provides real-time protection against existing and emerging malware, including ransomware and viruses, and helps protect your private and financial information when you go online. Second, use strong passwords. Don't repeat your password on different sites and change your password regularly. Make them complex. That means using a combination of at least 10 letters, numbers, and symbols. A password management application can help you to keep your passwords locked down. Third, keep your software updated. This is especially important with your operating systems and internet security software. Cyber criminals frequently use known exploits or flaws in your software to gain access to your system. Patching those exploits and flaws can make it less likely that you'll become a cybercrime target. 4. Manage your social media settings. Keep your personal and private information locked down. Social engineering cyber criminals can often get your personal information with just a few data points. So the less you share publicly, the better. For instance, if you post your pet's name or reveal your mother's maiden name, you might expose the answers to two common security questions.
Okay, thank you. We are done here.
Okay. So I hope this online session was fruitful. Once again, let me conclude with that cybercrime is a significant threat that can bring huge loss to the individual and others and the organization. It is essential to follow the basic online rules to ensure the safety of self and the organization and other people as well. So I hope the session was fruitful. Thank you once again to Ms. Maisa and all the students participants from Lebanon and Mr. Faisal Faruqi and all the participants from India as well. So is there anything from your side, Ms. Maisa, or shall we conclude it?
No, thank you. Thank you for this effort that you have put into this project. And I'm glad that you have partnered together.
Yeah, we too. We are also. We will be looking forward also for the next future plans as well. Thank you so much. So bye-bye,
Hopefully.
everyone. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.